record. That way I can post it later for you guys. Greetings from Bay Area. What's up, DNJ? ¿Cómo estás? Hi from Oakdale, California. What's up, Marissa? I'm good. Hey, Poppy. What's up, Wendy? ¿Cómo estás? I'm doing great. Hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. Hello, good evening. How is it going? It's going great. How are you, Reina? How are you? Hello from Wine County, California. I don't speak dipshit. XO Eddie? How are you? You can call me Lay. What's up, Lay? Alright, let's see. Hope you're doing great. I am doing amazing. How are you guys doing? We're about to start answering these questions. Just letting it generate a little bit, letting people join up. That's what I'm waiting for. Your real talk is awesome. Thank you. Hi. What's up, Julie? ¿Cómo estás? JL Origin. How are you? I just watched your live with your girlfriend. It hit home. I have ADHD and I just started dating someone. Hey, thank you for listening. Shout out to everyone who listened to today's podcast episode. Link is in the bio. Definitely go check it out. Today it was the dating and ADHD. So, hello, Christina. ¿Cómo estás? Hi, first time here. Love your content. What's up, Ochoa? ¿Cómo estás? Welcome to the live. We are good. That's good to hear. Hello from Texas. What's up, K Moreno? How are you? I sent you a DM. I'll look for it. How was your day? My day has been amazing. Can you dance the Super Freak dance? How was your day? If we get a Super Freak one, I'll do the Super Freak dance. Question: a guy has it all figured out, but his manhood ain't there. What do you mean by manhood? Hi, how's your evening? What's up, Mama? But ¿cómo estás? What do you mean manhood isn't there? I don't understand. Like, he's not big enough for you? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, I don't understand that part. So just a little bit of clarity there. You said his manhood is not there. Hello from LA. What's up, Araceli? How are you? Let's see. What's today's topic? So I'm actually gonna go through and answer some of these questions. Once a month I go live, or I have you guys ask questions. The anonymous questions. Watch, I'll pull one up here now. I'll put it up like this. I'll go through and read it. We'll answer it, and then we'll go on from there. Hello from Vegas. How are you? Small. I can't feel anything. Girl, if it's a problem now, it's gonna be a problem later. So, if it's like I said, like if it's an issue now, if his size is an issue right now, it's going to be a bigger issue. His small issue is going to be a big issue later on, if that makes sense. So, hello, what's up, Rebecca? ¿Cómo estás? How are you doing? I'm doing great. Shout out to everyone who joining the live for the questions. You guys are amazing. So we're gonna get started here in a little bit. So just giving a little time for people to join on. So, anyways, let's see. All right. So, see, there's Ari. What's up, babe? How are you? We just had someone who also came in on the live, and she said that she listened to the podcast. She also has ADHD, and she really appreciated the podcast. So thank you again for doing that podcast with me. How's AZ treating you? AZ is amazing. So we're actually going to get into the questions. Just a heads up, if I start talking and getting into the questions, this is the only time I really don't pay attention to the comments because it throws my train of thought off. And sometimes I don't, I lose track of what I'm trying to say. So if I miss your guys' questions or comments and stuff, I'll look at it after I read the question. So just a heads up. So, all right, let's go into the first question. So let's get started. Let's get the ball rolling. You know what I mean? I know that's why y'all sucios are here. All right, so I lost a lot of weight, and I know my old friend from high school is hitting me up. What do you think about that? F it. Talk to him like that or no? We just never had anything, just really good friends. I mean, if you're just looking for a good time, there's nothing wrong with that. But that's if you're looking for a good time. But, like, if you wanted a good time with somebody, why not just go with somebody different? Meaning, like, there's plenty of other people. Like, why does it have to be somebody in the past? Like, why do you guys have to, like, that's why, what do they say? That's why cars have windshields, not, like, we look through the windshield, not the rear view mirror. So that's crazy. Again, you're an adult. You can make your own decisions at the end of the day. Would I go back to somebody from the past? Absolutely not. Like, there's so much out there, and you want to go to something from the past? Come on now. Yes, absolutely. Love the ADHD podcast episode. So real. A lot of us felt seen, and I am sure. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you for guys listening to it. We got a lot of great feedback on the podcast episode, so definitely go listen to it. Link is in the bio. So, all right, let's get into the next question. I've only been with one man, my husband, and sometimes I'm just like, I would like to try something else. I know that's not good, but then he was no damn virgin when I met him, which is okay, but I'm like, what about me? I'm 30 and not getting any younger. this is a conversation you're gonna have to have with your person, because like if you want to try new stuff, you're gonna have to bring it up to them. And I get it, like there's probably other things that you want to try, and see, and that's why, like, have you ever heard like when people get together super young? I always question it, like how do you know this is the only person you've only been with this person? How do you know, like, this person over here is not the right person, or this person over here is not the right one? You know what I mean? So hold on, let me see. Hold on. So like that's why sometimes you'll run into that issue, like not knowing like if this person is really for you, or like you want to try other stuff. Like imagine you could have tried other stuff, but you got into this serious relationship young, and now you're older and you want to try different things. You want to see what else is out there, like the different positions, and that's totally, like, it makes sense. But this is something you're supposed to have a conversation with your partner, because like obviously like you want to try new things, and obviously you don't want to step out of the relationship. So yo, I just saw your video on your dad. Time flies. Absolutely. Like it's crazy that you bring up my dad video, because my brother-in-law, he just went to go see his dad, which he's doing he's he doesn't he's doing pretty bad. Like, let's just say it like that. He's doing pretty bad. Like, this might be the last time that he sees him, which is really sad. You know what I mean? What's up, KYP? How are you? It's really sad that this might be the last time that he sees him, and he showed up and he didn't even recognize him. You know what I mean? And so it's tough. That's why, like, that one hits with a lot of people, because you just never know when your dad is just gonna forget who you are. And imagine going through that, because my dad is actually going through that with his my grandma. You know what I mean? My grandma doesn't recognize him. Sometimes he shows up to go visit her, and she doesn't know who he is. And so it just sucks. You know what I mean? Like, but shout out, if your parents are still there, make sure you visit them, make sure you talk to them, just because you never know. So you have a gorgeous girlfriend. Well done. Hey, thank you, Chanel. I appreciate you. She is absolutely beautiful. All right, hold on. Next question. My husband has never gone down on me, and honestly, I never asked him to, but lately I've been wanting different ideas and would like to try it out, but I'm too shy. How do I bring it up in him going down? I just recently started going down on him, just a couple months. We've been married for 16 years. Girl, you just started going down on him, which is great. Like, obviously, you're trying new things, you're doing different things, but how do you go that long without, like, that's a long time. That's a long time not to, like, go down. But just tell him, hey, have that conversation. Like, when you're with somebody, having that conversation, asking, like, telling them, like, talking to them, that's how you're gonna get further. You know what I mean? So, meaning, like, for example, I know she hates it when I bring it up, but it's something that we talked about on the podcast too. Like, if you haven't listened to the podcast, definitely listen to it. So my girlfriend, I didn't know that she really enjoys going down on your boy. And sometimes, like, when you're in the moment, I just, like, want to pull her and then, like, keep going and like put, like, keep it going. But she actually communicated with me that it actually upsets her that I do that, because she likes to do that. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, it's crucial that you guys have a conversation about it, because I didn't know that was an issue. She was actually legit upset about it, which I had no idea. You know what I mean? But she told me that that was an issue for her, and obviously it's not a bad issue to have, right? So that's why I was just like, I'm not complaining. My bad for not knowing that, but I am not complaining about it. Girl, do you? I'll just chill. I'll just lay back a little bit. Yeah, that's what rude when a guy does that. Like, let it be, homie. See, like, that's something that you're supposed to communicate, because, again, I didn't know that was, like, an issue. So she clearly told me, and we adjusted that situation, and now it's not an issue. All right, hold on. All right, let's get into the next question. Oh, shit, already asked this one. Sorry. Next one. Hi, so I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years, and we do live together. Our first year, there is intimacy between us. Now it's been 2.5 to 3 years since we've done anything. What? Since we've done anything? Girl, hold on. 3 years since you haven't done anything? Come on now. I tried, but I kept getting rejected. I found out he's been checking girls out on OnlyFans. What should I do? Now, this is a serious issue. 2.5 years to 3 years that you guys haven't been intimate is a huge problem. I don't know, like, this is your sign. Like, if you needed a sign, that is a problem. 2.5 years to 3 years, there is somebody out there who would have thrown you around in the bedroom, been like doing all sorts of stuff for you. It's either one, I think he has somebody else. Like, just to be 100% honest, I think he has somebody else. Because why would he go that long without being intimate? Because most guys, for the most part, have a lot of testosterone going on and like want to hook up and want to, be with somebody, right? 2.5 years to 3 years and you haven't done anything, like, that's a problem. It's either there's somebody else, and I know you want to fight it and you're, no, there's nobody else. Again, I know you want to say that, but to me, it kind of sounds like there might be somebody else, because 2.5 years to 3 years, that's a long time. And if this is something that you should bring up, like, now, like, don't wait. Be like, yo, this is a problem. We need to fix this, or I'm going to head and do my own thing, because that is a huge problem. So, like, everyone on here is saying, like, no, leave, like, adios, like, that's a problem. I'm telling you, it's a serious problem. I've been with someone for 11 years, not married. We take months not having sexual contact for each other. What should I do? Girl, you guys need to have a conversation. Like, honestly, like, if my girl, like, we had an issue, like, if we had an issue, I'm not saying we have an issue. If we had an issue, that's something I would want her to bring up, or something that we're bringing up, because it should not go, like, I get it. If you have kids and stuff like that, sometimes you might have to go like a week or so, just because, like, depending on what's going on. But 2.5 years to 3 years and you couldn't find a moment, there's always time. Once a week at least. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, depending on your situation, sometimes you have kids, and I get it. It's a little bit more difficult, right? So, and that's something I talked to, like, my ex and I, my girl and I, we talk about, because obviously she has kids, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult in the future, you know what I mean? Like, to be intimate. So, just saying, if it's an issue now, it's going to be an issue. Like, I mean, it's an issue now. Like, 2.5 years to 3 years, it's an issue now. Like, you need to fix that shit right now. Just saying. All right, hold on. Next question. He's always in the bathroom doing. This is continued. He's always in the bathroom doing his thing, but I'm like, hello, I'm here, use me, but I haven't confronted him about. Oh no, yeah, he's definitely. Okay, this puts a little bit more context to it. He's probably addicted to these videos online, or he has somebody else. You know what I mean? Because if he has the real thing in front of him right there to use, to satisfy and to, enjoy himself. But he's choosing to use his Manuela and these videos. Like, that's a huge problem, girl. Like, he's clearly not choosing you, and clearly does not care about your feelings. And you're going to have to be a little bit selfish, girl. Like, think about you. All right, so next one. Damn, there's 3 parts? Holy shit. And I don't want him to feel embarrassed. It's making me question my own self-worth. Like, I am not attractive or whatever. I've tried so many times to initiate anything, but he's like, I'm not in the mood. Sorry, but multiple messages, but thank you. Okay, finally, it's the last one. Jesus Christ. He's not into you, girl. Like, right there, he's not into you no more. Cut him off. And you should not feel embarrassed or any type of way. Like, bring that shit up, because the more you wait, there's no easy way to bring this up. There's no, like, I don't want him to feel embarrassed. No, bitch, embarrass his ass. Call his ass out. Put him on social media. Call him out. Write an article. Put it on the front page news or something. Buy an ad on OnlyFans and make sure it shows up as the front cover, like, as soon as you open the website. Yeah, no, absolutely not. There's plenty of guys out here who are going to want to do a bunch of things for you. And the reason you haven't found that person yet is because you're still dealing with homie here that wants to use Manuela instead of use you, which he clearly has you to use, like, for that. And he doesn't want to use you. He's choosing somebody else. So, yeah, buy an ad, put it on OnlyFans, right on the front of the website, call his ass out. Sweet baby princess, please go find a man who's going to F you on the daily. That's what I'm saying, girl. That's what I'm saying. So, all right, next question. I've been seeing this guy for a while, and every time we have S, he doesn't finish. I've never had this problem with past partners. I'm confident enough to know that it's not me, but is this normal? So it could be that he's not finishing because he has issues down there. Meaning, like, he could be watching a lot of these videos. Oh shit, hold on. I didn't realize the volume was turned up quite a bit. Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. Why didn't you guys tell me that I was like talking super loud in the thing? Anyways, it's him. So he's probably not getting stimulated enough to the point where like he's going to finish because he watches these videos online, and there's like he gets overly like stimulated by those because what's going on, especially what is he searching? You know what I mean? Like when he's searching online, what if he's like searching some crazy stuff, and then this crazy stuff is what he fantasizes about, and so like when he's actually doing it in real life, it's not like it's not something they want to do, you know, because it's like boring. It's not the same. And so if you're having issues with like and he's not finishing, it's definitely not you, girl. I would recommend like either like talking to him and see what's going on. But yeah, that's definitely a problem. Like especially because I know you want that satisfaction of him finishing as well. Because trust me, like I love the satisfaction of a girl finishing, and I'm sure girls get the same feeling knowing that that the guy finishes too. You know. So all right, hold on. Let me just make sure everything's good. Sorry, sometimes I don't put the mic in or my headphones in because I can hear my voice and it's slightly delayed, and I don't like that. All right, so all right, let's go into the next question. I must be deaf because now I'm having a hard time hearing him. Hold on, are you guys having a hard time hearing me? Oh, let me turn this up a little bit. Turn that up. Turn that up. You guys hear me good? Chat. You guys good? Volume good? You guys can hear me? I'm gonna wait for a second. I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. I'm getting yes, 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 yes. I can hear you. All right, perfect. Hey, thank you for the gift, girl. I appreciate you. All right, just making sure you guys can hear me before we continue, because you know, like I want you guys to be able to be listening. All right, Stanley Cup gang. You know what I mean? Actually, is this a Stanley? I think this is a hydro flask. It is a hydro flask. All right, so next question. When you really like the guy you talking to, but sometimes he acts like he doesn't care about you, but once we are alone, he shows other. Oh no, girl! If he can't show you that he absolutely adores you in person, he's trying to look cool for obviously for other people, or he's trying to show the other girls that he's really not that interested in you. You know what I mean? Like, hell no. Like, if I go out with a girl and she seems like she's not interested in me in public, and then in person or like when we're alone, it's a whole different vibe. Miss me with that bullshit. No, absolutely not. And I'm sure Ariana wouldn't be appreciative if I was super lovey-dovey like when we're alone, but then when we're out, I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna run into somebody I know. Like I gotta be cool out here. No, absolutely not. If they can't match that same energy when you guys are in public, yeah, I think it's best you find somebody else that's gonna adore you in public and what's called, and we're getting a bunch of red flags. Look, just so you know, because especially afterwards, people watch it when I post it on YouTube. I also post it on YouTube, so if you guys missed your question, bunch of red flags in the chat right now. So definitely a red flag. All right, we're gonna go into the next question here. Sorry if I miss your guys' comments again. When we do the questions live, I try not to pay attention to the comments because I get distracted and my train of thought goes off, and so I hate that. So anyways, make sure you guys like the screen though. Like, give me some likes, because this shows it on the For You page. If you guys give me likes, it shows it up on the For You page and more people join. All right, so would you be with a virgin? Now, me, probably not, just because one, I'm a little bit older, so, and I don't date girls who are super young, meaning like Ariana, she's 31, I'm 36, like, I love that age. And so by the time you're 31, like if you're most girls are not virgins by then. You know what I mean? Cuz like I'm not trying to teach you anything. I'm trying to just enjoy myself with you. Like I'm not trying to show you how to do, like that's something you do when you're younger, like obviously like but it's something like in my, like say for some reason I wasn't dating Ariana, it would be a no for me. Like definitely a no for me. And I'm sure like there's a lot of people here that say like it's a no as well. But that's just because like I'm older and it's hard. I mean, it would be harder to find someone who's also around my age and is a virgin. That's why it's definitely a no for me. What's up, Ruby? How are you? Sorry, I'm just seeing some comments come in. Sorry if I don't read your comments. I'm trying to focus on the questions. Yeah, I get sidetracked when I'm like trying to look at the comments and answer the questions too at the same time. So, all right, next question. So I have only had a hate my twice in my life because I get too in my head about it. If it's going to take too long, the first two times my experience wasn't really the best, so I've never prioritized it in my relationship. Any tips? So I have only had my twice in my life. I get too into my head about it. I'm going to take too long, and the first two. So I think it comes down to the person who's doing it. Like, are they making it enjoyable for you? Like, what are they doing down there? Like, and also it could be that you're a little bit insecure. Like, I feel like some people would get a little bit insecure about, like, now, like, do they like it? Does it smell good? Is it smelling funky? Like, and things like that. So I get it. Sometimes we get in our own head, but when you guys are both naked and like things are just happening, trust me, I think the last thing that you should be worried about is like that stuff. But it also could be too that, like I said, he's not doing it properly. Because if he's not doing it properly, then obviously that you're not enjoying it. So it also could be that. So maybe try new things. It's kind of hard because depending on the age, right? Too, I would just say maybe coaching them. You know, be like, oh, I love it when you do this. I love it when you do this, or just showing them that what you like to be done down there, and then going from there. And hopefully he picks up on what you like and what you enjoy. So there's nothing wrong. Like, and also again, it's not for everyone. Like I know there's one chick like that had the TikTok questions and stuff too. She said that she didn't like to go down on men, you know, and so that would be a huge deal breaker for me. You feel me? Like if a girl didn't want to go down, that would be a problem. But again, to each their own. Next question. Have you ever had a stalker? Ooh, thank you for asking this one. So yes. Now, we're gonna get into story time. So it was back home, obviously, back in Idaho. I had started talking to this one girl. It was like not even that long. Started talking to her. We talked probably a couple days. Super weird. I really wasn't feeling her vibes. And so after that, I just like kind of like stopped talking to her. She would send me messages like, "Hey, you okay? Like, did I do something wrong?" Straight ghosted her. I know, wrong thing to do. So I straight ghosted her, and then after that, like I was going to college at the time, right? So college was like a 45-minute drive. So I would drive 45 minutes and then come back 45 minutes, right? And so she didn't know where I lived or anything like that. Oh shit, fucking TikTok shut off. Or yeah, TikTok shut off. All right, hold on. Let me start it back up. Sorry, it's because TikTok shut down. I don't know why TikTok shut down. Anyways, getting back into my story. Sorry TikTok. Sorry TikTok. I'm just letting everybody join back up on TikTok. Sorry TikTok about it. It just shut off for some reason. I don't know what happened. But anyways, I would drive 45 minutes and drive back 45 minutes. I never told her once where I lived, right? So I would I think this is how she found out where I lived. TikTok keeps stop. What the fuck? Why does it keep shutting off? Hold on. My TikTok shut off again. I don't know why it shuts off. Could it be that I'm going live on both? But anyways, all right, hold on. I had to restart it. Sorry, you guys. Sorry about like the TikTok. I don't know why it keeps shutting off. But so I would have to drive and back. I never told her where I lived. So I think what she did one day was she knew I would go to school out there, like college, and then I think she drove around until she found my car, followed me all the way back, right, and then she found out where I live. Mind you, like this is the crazy shit that happened, right? she would like send stuff to the to my place and stuff like that, and it was getting really weird and like kind of scary. Wasn't really thinking about it because I was like, it's only a girl, I can take care of this shit, right? One day, guess what? Like I come, she's inside, like my place. How she got inside, I have no idea. And she was telling me that, hey this, hey that, like this chick had, she had a knife on her. Like this shit was crazy. Like it's some of the scariest shit ever. Like at the time, in the moment. Now I laugh about it. Now I'm like, help. But at the time, I was like, I just started thinking instantly, like this chick gonna stab me. This is it. This is how I go. This is how I go. Just because I ghosted, I was like, please, I will never ghost anybody ever in my life if you just let me survive this. But yeah, it gets crazy out there. Like I'm telling you, it gets crazy for guys too. Like it's not just girls. So yeah, she had a knife. She had one of those big ass like steak knives, no, they're not steak knives, right? They're like the whole Jason, not Jason. What is it? Michael Myers? Is it Michael Myers that has the big knife? Yeah, Michael Myers and also Friday the no, is it Scream? Scream has the knife that I'm talking about. The Scream movies. So yeah, definitely. So why do men ghost? It would just me easier to be like, hey, like just to cut them off instead of just being like, hey, I should have had the conversation with her and be like, really not feeling this. This is kind of not my vibe. Would have been way better than just ghosting her, right? So that's what happened. Lesson learned, by the way. All right, so next question. My boyfriend is very much into all social media platforms and has all the subscription links to naked girls posing or doing things. I've already told him I don't like it. He's not glued to his phone but likes looking at girls. I'm not insecure. Why should I be worried? Girl, because he needs to have a little bit more respect for you. Like he clearly is not having any respect for you if he's watching these things. Like if he had respect for you, he wouldn't be looking at these things. And especially if you bring it up and you tell him, hey, I don't like that you look at these things, like bring it up. And if he doesn't listen, then obviously match his energy. Because I guarantee you, if you were the one looking at guys following these links, buying their subscriptions, guarantee you he would accuse you like if you were cheating. Like, so I mean, matching his energy. But at the end of the day, it sounds like he doesn't have respect for you even after like that had clearly, like, just based off of that, there's no respect for you because he continues to do that, especially if he after you told him something. And that's something that you should definitely like. Motherfucker, fucking TikTok keeps shutting down. I don't know what is going on with TikTok. I might have to update my app. I might have to update the app on here, but well, we'll do that later on. But yeah, definitely no. Like if they're into those subscriptions and stuff like that, you definitely need to like make some drastic actions because if he's not changing, that's a huge problem. So, all right, let's get into the next question. It's great you are very, but you don't think affection can very important in a relationship? Oh, absolutely. All affection is important. Like I don't want to say it because I don't want to get over sexualized content, but stuff that's obviously like pretty intimate is a plus. Stuff that's not intimate is a plus too. Like for example, just like laying down and cuddling, like just rubbing feet in a non-S way, right? Just like casual, relaxing. There's a bunch of stuff. It's all important, not just one side. Of course, it's good to have both, but I'm not just saying like, oh, it has to be all this. No, it has to be both. So, all right, next question. Tips on being more bold in the bedroom. I have a bunch of things I want to try. A bunch of kinks that I like. Me and my man's dynamic is kind of sub and dom daddy, and I want to be more bold. Maybe tie him up or role play a bunch. I just get nervous, and we also have a 4-year age gap. I kind of look at him as a daddy. 4 years, I wouldn't consider that as a daddy, but yeah, to each their own. But this is why you have a conversation with the person that you're with, because like for example, like if you want to try things, bring it up. Be like, hey, let's try this, because you never know, they might be comfortable with it, and especially if they're if your pleasure, your experience is on top of their list, they're gonna want to do these things for you. You know what I mean? Like, say for example, say my girl, she's like, hey, I want to try this, and if it's something that I'm comfortable with or something that I haven't tried, I'd be like, hell yeah, absolutely, like let's try it because that's something she wants to try. And it'd probably be the same. Again, I don't want to speak for her, but it'd probably be the same. Like if I brought something up, I'd be like, hey, like I really want to try this, or I really want to do this, or you just do it in the bedroom. Like I think that's a better, depending on what it is. Like obviously, there's some things that obviously need to be talked about beforehand. You don't want to go in there like freaking tiring her up and doing a bunch of stuff like wax, whips, things like that. Come on now, unless they're okay with that. So. Definitely just having that conversation. Like that's the biggest thing you can do. Like there's no other way. There's no like smoke signal you can send them. There's no like anonymous letter you can send them. Be like, hey, this is anonymous, but your girl needs to be plowed like no other, right? Like no. Just having a conversation. No one's gonna send that letter for you. So have that conversation with your mans. My dirty little kink is that I like to play with my and while having I like to send my guy voice messages while girl. Like something that I love, right, is the random videos, the random photos, like the random stuff, especially when you least expect it, is the shit is the hottest, right? One, it turns me on. It makes me like fuck, I gotta go see her because like this shit, like I need that right now. And it's just hot, like especially when it's out of nowhere, that shit is the hottest too, because like you're not expecting it, right? If that makes sense. Like I'm not expecting it, and so if I get sent like picture or video, like that shit's hot. Like that shit turns me on, makes me feel wanted, makes me feel like she's thinking about me, like she wants me right now. So definitely a plus, and keep doing that, girl. And you moaning while you're finishing, Carl. Yes. All right, next question. My king is for him to, and then licking his finger after girl. There's nothing, I mean, it's super sex. I think it turns me on, like, tasting all of her juices. Like, that shit is hot to me. Like, I don't know about you guys, but that shit is hot to me. And even, like, you girls like to taste yourself. Like, stop lying, right? Stop lying. Because a lot of these videos have been like, oh, I love it when he pulls it out and puts it in my mouth so I can taste myself. Girl, I've been reading these TikToks. I know you guys are freaks. And I'm here for it. There's nothing wrong with it. But also me, like, tasting, like, the juices that flow, the stuff that moisturizes the beard, the protein. Like, it's all amazing. And I get where she's coming from, too. So... All right, next question. What are a few tips to make S more interesting, enjoyable, and fun? It's just trying new things. And what I mean trying new things is obviously like maybe like the chocolates are one thing, some toys, slowly including different toys, different like foreplay. There's a bunch of things that you can do to include. Like maybe there's certain positions that you guys wanted to try that you guys want to bring up. Maybe like the adrenaline rush, like trying, like, for example, there was someone who sent a message saying that they wanted to do it out in the woods, doing that type of fun. You know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of different things that you can do because I don't know what to tell you, meaning like you and your man know what you've done. Like I don't know what you guys done. So maybe like switching things up. Pretend y'all don't know each other, like walking down the street, be like, yo, girl, what's up? Like, but it's just trying new things. Like what have you guys done? What haven't you done? And maybe trying some of the things that you haven't done. If you haven't incorporated toys, if you haven't incorporated like different like foods and edible stuff, positions, locations, balconies, you know what I mean? Like whatever you guys feel comfortable with, just start trying new things. You know what I mean? So that's what I would recommend. Keep it interesting. Can't pretend you don't know each other. All right, next question. Tips on being more bold in the bedroom. I have a bunch of things I want to try and a bunch of kinks that hold on. Oh, we already read that one. My bad. Put it on twice. My husband ignores me and we don't really have S. He'd rather play video games. I get a lot of attention from men at work, like too much. And these guys are very territorial. They only want me talking to them and not to each other. It's very tempting, but I keep to myself. I feel worthless. No, girl, you need to have that conversation with your man, because that's eventually going to lead into something like stepping out of that relationship. You need to have a conversation with them and tell them that the video games are bugging you, like him not touching you are bugging. Like if he would play the video games but also take care of you, I'm sure you wouldn't have an issue of him playing his video games. But the fact that is that he prefers to play his video games over anything, that's the problem. And so at work, the moment you start getting attention from guys, it starts to feel good, right? Like you start feeling good. You're just like, I like this attention. It feels good. I don't get it at home. And that's why sometimes people usually step out of the relationship, is because they get those, those like feelings, the like that energy at work. So, or just a BJ while playing. Yeah, but still at the same time, like that can only, how fun is that going to be? Like doing a BJ and then that's it. Like if doing the BJ and then that leads to other things, then okay, that makes sense, right? But what if he doesn't even, like he'll get that real quick and then he'll go back to playing video games? Like maybe that would be a problem. But like he really doesn't have 10, 15, 20 minutes to focus on his girl, 30 minutes to focus on his girl. The video game's going to be there. The guys are going to be there. Like the friends are going to be there. What he's going to lose is this person that's been by his side for the longest time, just because he wants to spend a few hours on the video game, where he could have just spent like 30, 40 minutes on her, taken her out real quick, came home, plowed her. And then I'm sure she would have been like, oh, yeah, go ahead, babe, play your video game. Like, it just, they make it more difficult than it should be. Instead of like their main priority being that, I almost guarantee you, like, if you gave your girl the attention she needed, she wouldn't have an issue with the video games, like, as much, because some guys overdo it with the video games. But as long as you gave your person the attention they needed, I'm sure you'd be like, let him play his video game. He plowed the shit out of me already. I'm good. I'm trying to recover. I'm gonna go watch some Netflix. You know what I mean? But guys make it super complicated. Like, and they're just like, what's wrong? All right, next question. I love giving him a BJ in front of the mirror so I can watch myself doing it. Girl, if you don't have a mirror in your bedroom, you need to get a bedroom, like a mirror in your bedroom. And people are going to look at it and they're going to be like, oh, that's to check out outfits. Yeah, check out outfits, right? No, that's to check out other stuff. So having a mirror in the bedroom is a huge game changer. Like, it's going to let you see other things in different, like, hold on. Just making sure Adiana didn't message me. Imagine, hey, like, why are you talking about that? No, she's not like that. But having a mirror in the bedroom is a huge plus, because you get to see different positions and you get to do different things. There's some things that I could talk about, but I'll wait to talk about that because I just don't want to put her on blast. But there's some great things that you can do in front of the mirror. I'll just tell you that right now. So if you don't have a mirror in the bedroom, you need one or two or maybe three. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Different perspectives. And I'm telling you, it's a game changer when you can see different things, or when they can see you actually doing it. I'm telling you, game changer. It's a game changer. You need to check it out, or you need to get one. And then TikTok has some really good ones. That's where I got mine, from TikTok. It was like a $60 mirror, if that. And shit is nice and it's badass. Sorry, I'm getting a little parched here. All right, hold on. Next question. I've been in a situationship with a guy 6 years older than me. He's really dry. Won't text me good morning, good night, etc. And when we're together, he acts all lovey-dovey, lovey-dovey, touches me, kisses me, plays with my hair. Do you think he's actually into me, or he just wants to F? Now, I'll tell you this. If they suck messaging and everything else, and they're great in person, what does that mean? They're on their best behavior. Why? Because they're trying to get some. Like, when you're already if you guys are already together, he's going to be on his best behavior. He's going to be doing whatever he needs to do. He's going to be lovey-dovey. He's going to be the best wannabe boyfriend that you can possibly have, because he wants to get laid by the end of the night. That's why. If he actually wanted you as a boyfriend or a girlfriend, he would have been doing boyfriend activities from the jump, like good morning, good night, texting you throughout the day. How are you? Like, how are you doing? Like, how's it going? And just throughout your day, like for example, my girl, she went to go take her son to the movies, that new movie that came out. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, send her some money for some snacks, like stuff like that, boyfriend stuff like that. And then, but if I was only on my best behavior, like when we were in person, then that only clearly says one thing, that I'm just there on my best behavior because I'm trying to hook up with you. So, and I don't need good morning text. Yeah, but some people actually do. You know what I mean? Like, and it's okay not to want them. Like, it's totally fine not to want them. But some people do like them. You know, they want a good morning text. They want that, a good night. They want to be talked to throughout the day. They want their man to act like the boyfriend. So, see, I don't need them, but I enjoy them. You know, and it also comes down to how they are throughout the day as well, too. Like, how are they throughout the day? You know, are they also consistent there? So, all right, next question. Inquiring minds want to know the love story between you and Adi. Would you care to share the beginning, middle, and what's to come, i.e., the future? Great question. I think it was the live that we did yesterday, that we kind of explained. The whole live is up on the on my feed. So if you go back to, it's like a long video. We did a whole live together. So if you guys want to hear that, we're gonna do a podcast episode together, a Q&A podcast episode where you guys can ask questions, like whatever you guys want to ask, and we'll answer them. And it's just because that's a long form type of platform, the podcast, where we can talk about a bunch of things. So I mean, if you want to really hear what happened, we go into a little bit more detail on that video. So if you go back a few videos, you'll see it. Adi and I, we went live, so you'll be able to see it there. I just don't want to re-say it because we literally just said it yesterday. And it's a lot of details to it, that's why. Married my childhood sweetheart. He left me for an affair. 2 years later, put myself back out there and fell in love with my casi algo. After 3 months, I admitted it. He ghosted and blocked me immediately. My heart is so broken from all of it. I don't know if I'm ever meant to ever heal or be loved. Girl, I know when in the moment, it sucks, right? In the moment, I'm sure it sucks. But it just takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of time to heal, to get over this person. It's not going to happen overnight. And let's not go back to people in the past, right? No casi algos. Let's just focus on the future, like people who actually want to, like, pure intentions with you, like want a relationship with you. Let's not go back. I just got unblocked. Why? Because he's trying to come back. But yes, you will be loved. You just got to take time. Right now, you're going through some things, meaning like, you know, all this happened. So you need some time to heal. You need some time to heal. What are casi algos? They're like situationships, kind of like side pieces sometimes, depending on how you say it. But what you need to do is just take some time and heal yourself and then move on. You know what I mean? Like, because again, it doesn't matter, like heartbreaks suck, separations suck, like all these suck, and you have to take some time to get over them, you know. But let's not go back to the past. Like, let's stop going back. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, it doesn't matter if it was an ex from 10 years ago, like, no. Sometimes you just need to just cut everybody off and just go forward. Like, even if you had some, like, potentials, but if you really had a debate if they were potential or not, they probably weren't. Just cut them off, take some time for yourself, and then just, you know, start doing you. And eventually you're going to find the right person for you. So the reason you haven't found the right person for you is because you're spending too much time with these other people who don't want nothing with you. What's the difference between a situationship and a side piece? A situationship is almost like somebody, like you guys are together but not official title, if that makes sense. And a side piece is just that, just a side piece. You guys should meet up to hook up. Well, no, a side piece is more like somebody has a boyfriend or a girlfriend and they're just meeting up with you to, you know, cheat, basically. So mistress is another word you could say. All right, next question. I have a situation with an older friend's son. He's 23, I'm 28, and no one knows. I cut him off because I feel guilty, but the S is so good that what do? We've been messing around for 3 years. Now, my older friends... Wait, hold on. Girl, you're telling me that you were messing around with your older kid's like friend. I don't know, but that's gonna be messy. Like as soon as, because at one point that man is he's gonna brag, or if they fight, guess what? That's gonna be a petty jab. Uh, he's gonna be like, well, I'm fucking your mom. You know what I mean? Like, and he's gonna be like, no, you're not, and be like, no, for real, I legit am fucking your mom. Like, look, and so no, no, her friend's son. But anyways, like, still, her friend's son, her son's friend, like, it doesn't matter. That shit's still weird. It's still in the same bubble. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. It's still in the same bubble, and it does not need to be in that bubble at all. Like, why do people always have to date people in their circles? You know what I mean? Like, and what I mean by that is, like, sometimes you're dating somebody and then you date a cousin, and you're just like, why stay in the same fucking circle? You know what I mean? Like, out of all these people, you want to stay in the same fucking circle. Like, it's just gonna be awkward. It's gonna be like, trust me, people are gonna talk, people are gonna say stuff. You're gonna be looked at like kind of weird. So that's why I'm like, even if it's your son's friend, your friend's son, like, it doesn't matter. Like, it does. That's a whole lot of hell now for me. Okay. That's just it's a whole lot of drama that I ain't trying to have at all, and you shouldn't have, because imagine you having a fight with your friend, and you're just like, well, at least I was like, what? Your son likes me because I'm fucking him, you know, or something like that. Uh, it's crazy out here. It's hard out here for a pimp. We're trying to get the money for the rent. All right, hold on. I have a friends with benefits. We have had S only twice, but both times it took him forever to get it up. He told me he swears it's not me. He's just too much in his head. But like, what the F? Does that mean he just makes me feel like maybe it's just me? Maybe I should find a different guy. Should I still give him another chance? Nah, find a different guy, girl. Like, at that point, he's just going around sharing his disability. Like, if he's having issues, that he's clearly having issues. Like, if he couldn't get it off both times, something's going on. Testosterone is low, ED, something, hormones are off. Like, that's something he needs to go get checked and fixed. Because, like, if his testosterone is off, then guess what? There's shots for that, and then he'll be like, right? But, or if his, like, hormones are off, they'll give him the right ones to fix the shit. Or depends on what he's eating. Or I'm just saying, because this also happens, it's called coke dick, like, taking all sorts of drugs, and so he can't even get it up at all. So it could also be that. Like, have you ever checked his nose to see if there's any dolphin dandruff around there? Like, there's also that too as well. So that's why I mean, like, there's a lot of things. It's not just one thing. Like, there has to be more context to this. Like, because I'm obviously giving you a bunch of different examples. You know, which one it is, I don't know. All right, hold on. Sharing his disability. All right, next question. I'm so used to guys automatically being freaky and going for things during S, but this new guy I don't know if I should just tell him the freaky I like, but I feel like it will kill the mood maybe for me more than I have to tell him or what to do. Wait, because he said he's freaky, but I haven't seen it yet. Well, of course, he's not going to say he's not freaky. That's why, like, if you really like them, tell them, like, oh, hey, I like it when you do. Because sometimes some guys don't know how, like, depending on what your freaky level is, right? Like, I always tell people, like, don't go in there slapping anybody because you're going to get in trouble, you know? Is that what you enjoy? You like to get slapped? You like to be, like, a little bit intense, more intense stuff like that? Is that what you like? And so that's why, like, maybe he doesn't know what your level of freaky is, or maybe your freak is way out there too. You never know. So, but if you like this dude, maybe be like, hey, I really like it when, like, we should try this, or we should do this. Now, if you tell him, like, what you enjoy and he sucks at doing it, maybe that's the problem, okay? But it's definitely, hey, maybe have that uncomfortable conversation about your kinks, and he may be comfortable to share his with you. Absolutely. And shout out to Lexi mentioning the podcast, Uncomfortable Convos. That's the conversations we have over there. Link is in the bio if you definitely want to go check it out. But yes, that's why I named it Uncomfortable Convos, because in order to make progress in relationships or in different situations, you need to have those uncomfortable conversations. It's not going to be easy, you know, or this one is going to be a little bit easier because you can be like, oh, like, we should try this. Oh, hey, like, we should do this, you know, like, but if you're not really into them like that, then find somebody else who already knows how to do it. All right, let's get into the next question. Without giving a BJ, what makes a girl good in bed? Now, I think this depends on the guy, right? But it comes down to like how, like for me, like how she touches me, how she kisses me, how she does certain things, like how she looks at me, how she moans, how like it's a bunch of different. It's like a whole experience. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how people need to see being intimate with somebody as an experience, because I enjoy giving her the best experience possible. So I want to learn what she likes, what she doesn't like, what turns her on, what doesn't turn her on. And I'm sure it's the same for girls, because imagine you have a great experience, they have a great experience, then it's just a whole great experience, you know. But that's, to me, it's more of like, that's why I'm a very visual person. I said it before, I say it all the time. I'm a very visual person. I like to see things. Like, we have to have at least some sort of light on, a TV on, where you can at least see what's going on. I like to see it going in and out. I like to see her face while she's down. Like, I like to see all these things. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a very visual person. So, and depending on your guy, maybe he's the same way. All right, next question. It's been 5 years and no S. Oh my, 5 years, girl. Hold on. Let's just let that marinate for a little bit. 5 years. It's been 5 years and no S, no dating, nothing. My weight is 185 and I've only had one partner. I'm scared to meet someone now because it's scary out here. And okay, it's a different question. Now, I'm not sure how to start it all over. I'm 48. Okay, I thought you were gonna say it was 5 years and you haven't been intimate with somebody. Okay, that changes the whole thing. Now, it could be like, how are you putting yourself out there? You know what I mean? Like, are you putting yourself out there in the right place? Because nobody's gonna come find you at home. Put yourself on like dating apps, different stuff, like mingle with people, like put yourself in places where you're gonna run into people that you could potentially be with, you know. Again, nobody's gonna come find you at home or like wherever you've been at, and if you haven't found anybody, that may be the problem. You're just in the wrong places. You know what I mean? Like, social media can also be used, and also don't be afraid to accept a date. Like, you know, go on a date, go meet somebody, or just because I'm sure you'll be like, even if you just want to get plowed, girl, I'm pretty sure that you can find some dude out there who's just gonna be like, yo, let me take it, like, let me destroy it for you. You know what I mean? So dating apps are gross now. Yeah, but if she just depends on what she's looking for. Like, if she's just looking for somebody to hook up with, why not go on a dating app, right? If that's what she wants, if she wants to go and have fun. Or if you're looking for something a little bit more serious, you can also find stuff on a dating app. It just, you gotta have, you know, your guard up a little bit, because sometimes there are married people on there. There's people in relationships, people that are just wanting to hook up, you know, and so just different stuff like that. But because even in person, you run into the same people. You know, it's not like it's just the dating app. The dating app is just a bunch of people in one place. That's why like people automatically assume that they're all bad. These same people are on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, like all these other platforms too. So, you know, those can be considered dating apps too, you know? All right, hold on. All right, so let me get into, all right, I'm going to do one more question. I still got a shit ton of questions, so obviously we're going to go live again on Wednesday and answer some more questions for you. All right. Weird question, but how do I heal from a broken heart? Not just your heart, but it touched your soul. I feel my years with him were a lie. Nothing was real. And I get where you're coming from. It's because, especially when you've been together for so long, like just those memories, that connection you had with this person, like all that stuff goes on through your head. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's never easy to get over somebody, you know, and it just takes a while to get over that person. Meaning, like, keeping yourself distracted, maybe, you know, attending events, taking some trips, road trips, going to the gym, going to church, like all these things that are going to distract you. The worst thing that you could do is just like sit at home and just think about it all day, because you might even get to the point where you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna text them, I'm gonna message them, like I'm gonna see like if I can try to, and then you're gonna go through all these other emotions. Like, say you message him and then he's like, I want nothing to do with you. Now he just made the situation worse. Well, actually, the both of you made the situation worse. you reached out to him because you were feeling lonely and like you thought maybe something could have happened. But it no heartbreak, no separation, nothing like that is easy. It just takes time. It just takes time, and you have to take it one day at a time. But that means one day at a time, like you also have to distract yourself. And there's like little things. Go for a walk when you start thinking about this person. Go for a walk. Go for a bike ride. Like I guarantee you, it's gonna like when you get on the bike walk or on go for a walk, you're gonna start thinking about like, damn, I actually thought about messaging him, or like he did this to me, he did that to me, and like I can't believe I was in my feelings. Just going out and getting some fresh air can go a long way. Going to the gym real quick can go a long way. Going over to a friend's house can go a long way. It just keeping yourself distracted, because again, there's no easy way and there's no right way to get over somebody and to heal. Some people take a long time to heal. You know what I mean? Like some people take years to get over somebody. Some people take months. Some people like take a few days because they've been hurt for so long, and now that it's a blessing that they're out of the relationship or out of the divorce or whatever the case may be. So everybody heals differently, and everybody, the timeline on healing is also different for everybody. There's no right amount of time and there's no right way to do it. But as long as you're putting in the effort and taking the steps necessary to heal, that's all you can do. You know what I mean? And staying at home and just thinking about it, that's the wrong thing to do. So, all right, I'm going to do one more question. All right, hold on. I've had time to heal and I feel stuck. Loving a man. Hold on. We won't do another healing one. Hold on. Let's do. This is a good one. Is it possible for a cheater to ever stop cheating? That's a good one. Now, Adi and I, we did a whole podcast about cheating experiences, which comes out next week. So definitely stay tuned to that. We explained our situations and when we cheated. So not on each other, but just experiences on when we cheated. So can they stop cheating? Absolutely, because it's all situational. We talked about that on the podcast. It's all situational because the reason I was led to, I'm not excusing my ex at all, and neither is she. Like this is what led to that. What we did was still wrong and we shouldn't have done it. But I'm just saying, like, this is how I got to that place. My ex and I, we were going through a lot. We were constantly fighting. We weren't being intimate. There was like a lot of things going on. And so the moment this other girl sent me a message, like flirting with me, that shit made me feel like, oh shit, like that's nice. I like how that feels. I haven't been feeling like that in a while, right? So again, like, and then after that happened and I got caught, I just said I would never do that shit again. Like, but I'm not excusing what I did. I'm not saying like it was right, it was okay, it was her fault because we were in the situation. Absolutely not. I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying that's what led up to me to reach that point. And I just said that I would never let myself get to that point again, if that makes sense. And so yes, it could be just a one-time thing, right? And mind you, like, it was just me sending messages. Yes, I say that it's cheating now because I wouldn't want the person I'm with sending messages to a guy, right? That's considered cheating to me. And especially if they get like flirty or they're just like fun, But there's also those people who don't know what they want in life and they're jumping from person to person, and or they're not taking time to heal. So they cheat on somebody, they leave that person, go to the next person, and then they find out that's not the right person, so they cheat on that person, and it's just like a cycle. So that's why it's like really hard to say, and it's really situational, and also like how you are in your relationship. Some of these girls, like the one girl earlier said that she hadn't been intimate with her man in 2.5 to almost 3 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and sometimes some people don't. They step out of the relationship because they craving that. You know what I mean? Like you're young, you crave a man's touch, and like you want that attention. So that's why like it's all situational. Like it's all like it's not right. Obviously, I'm not trying to justify anything, and I never will. But sometimes like you just have to understand the situation that they were in and what led them to get there. But then there's also those people who just like not, I mean, who knows if they're happy in their relationship, but they still go out and cheat, mess around with the different partners because It could be an ego thing. Could be like, oh, a macho thing also too. Like they're trying to see how many other girls that they can get. They want to feel like they can still pull girls. Maybe that's a rush for them. So again, there's like a bunch of different reasons. It's not just one necessarily one. And can they stop? I think for the right person, they could possibly stop. But like, are you willing to take that risk to see if you're that person? You know what I mean? So imagine you get with this person thinking that they're gonna change, right? And then guess what? They cheat on you too. So that's why it's hard. So, but anyways, I want to thank you guys for jumping on the live. You guys are awesome. You guys asked amazing questions. I still got a bunch of questions that I need to go over. This whole live is going to be put on YouTube too. I recorded the whole thing. I'm going to post it over on YouTube. So if you guys missed the question, it's going to be on over there. And it's a great thing to rewatch. If you guys haven't listened to today's podcast episode, it's Dating with ADHD. Such a great episode. We got an amazing feedback on that one too. I really appreciate you guys giving us all the feedback on that, and it definitely motivates us to continue to give you guys podcast episodes. And I still got some TikToks I'm going to be posting here in a little bit. So again, thank you guys. I'm going to be back on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to answer you guys the rest of it, try to answer as many questions as I can. And I'll probably go live this weekend from Austin, Texas, because I'm going to actually be in Austin, Texas this weekend. So I'll be out there. Maybe I'll put out there that, hey, I'm going to be out here. If anybody wants to come say what's up. Because Austin, Texas is supposed to be lit this weekend. Because the F1 is going on. There's a whole bunch of other stuff going on in Austin, Texas this weekend. And your boy's going to be out there. Working, but we're still going to be out there. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. And hopefully I get to see you guys here soon or on Wednesday. So I will see you guys later, and you guys are amazing. Love you guys.